So I am a sucker for a good love story, and I've heard that you have one. Can you tell me about how you met Arnold?
I actually picked him up on the street. He had just come back from overseas, and I met him. After I knew him 1 week, I asked him to marry me. That was a little bit of a surprise to him. But I told him that I already loved him. I already knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him. And he felt the same way.
So he started Arnold at 29.
He took a job with a small advertising company, David Malkiel, but grew increasingly frustrated because he was then 29 and he wanted to own his own agency. So he left after a year and went into business with another person. He took a partner. They settled on the name Arnold and Company because his partner said, that'll be the first name that's listed under advertising agencies, and that's got to be an advantage. So that's how they chose the name. But it did soon become apparent that their goals were incompatible, so Arnold bought him out, and now at last he owned his own company. And he led that company for 40 years.
What was Arnold's favorite account?
I'm not sure I ever thought about that. I'm not sure. He paid a lot of attention to them all. I know he also paid attention to the work staff. He hired the first woman account executive.
I was going to ask you about that.
In Boston. This was in '53. And then he had hired, a couple of years later, he hired a gay man to come as an art director. There were not many gays or lesbians out in '55. But he did hire Dennis, and he was the love of the agency. So that was something that always had some appeal to him. Mm-hmm. He had his first board meeting as president of the Ad Club Foundation shortly after he retired. And he said to them, we have raised, up to now, we've raised $25,000 a year for tennis in the inner city. We no longer care about $25,000. We're going to raise $1 million this year, and we're going to diversify this lily white industry.
So do those scholarships still get given out today?
Well, they've given out, I always refer to them as Rosoff Scholars. They've given out over $1 million now of scholarship money. And I think it's been the most well-spent money that I ever knew about. When I walk into the room at a dinner like this and I see all faces of every color in this room, it makes me happy that they've continued to do this.
So Arnold's goal was that the need to focus on diversity and inclusion would not be a need anymore because it would just be the way that we are. How do you think we're doing?
I don't think well. I really don't. It pains me every day when I see how few women, for instance, are at the top of companies. It pains me to see that people of color are not getting to the place where they need to go. I think we have a long, long way to go. To him, it was a matter of social justice. You know, nowadays, advertising is global. So you have to have a workspace that looks like the globe. But then, for him, it was to better social justice. And that made him so happy. So for 13 years, at the award dinner, he got to hear his name mentioned as, having had something to do with diversity in the advertising agency. And that's his story.
So May 20th is the Rosoff Awards, and it's going to be my first time attending, so I can't wait to see you there.
And I can't wait to join you there and to have my children meet you and my grandchild and my great-grandchildren.
That's going to be it.
So I can't wait for this. I've kept it as a surprise for them.
Oh, good.
So they don't know that we're going to do this, you and I.
Oh, fun. All right, I'll keep it secret till then.